Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Veterans Park. We're here at Veterans Park to announce the opening of Lexington's first official and sustainable mountain bike trail. Paved and unpaved bike and walking trails are the most requested new amenity citizens asked for when we surveyed the community a couple of years ago. What we've got here today to open officially is almost 4 miles of bike trail, about equally divided into beginner and medium difficulty components, with an advanced loop planned for the future along with a pump track, which we may talk about in a couple of weeks. It's only been possible to create this trail through a partnership with the Kentucky Mountain Bike Association and various other groups and individuals who gave us a lot of advice, and we got a nudge from Mayor Gray to get started. Our mayor really got the ball rolling about a year ago and has been generous in lending us support and helpful experts from Gray Construction and encouraging partnerships to speed the work and cut the costs and to envision alternatives to typical government processes.
This is the day that a mayor lives for. And why is that? Well, today we get to crowd the winner circle. We get to crowd the winner circle with Lexington's can-do spirit, with the spirit of imagination and a spirit of persistence and determination. You know, when Jim Johnson, Jim's standing right over there. Jim, there you go, Wendy. Jim came to me, as Jerry was saying, really didn't have nothing to do with Gray Construction except that we have worked together through a consulting partnership for about 25 years. And so I knew that when Jim had something to offer, it made sense. It would make sense. And he had done a project like this, worked on a project like this, and he said, Jim, you know, we can do this. We can do this with volunteers for a whole lot less than the government's estimate is today. And we can probably do it faster. And sure enough, a project that was estimated, Jerry, I think at $150,000 was done for $30,000. A big deal. You know, and it really affirms that, you know, the old aphorism, that old expression about doing more with less, when you bring good people together with imagination and with creativity and with hard work, that you really can accomplish so much more. And it's an inspiring kind of accomplishment that occurs as well. Because when we have our own effort and our own work and our own creativity engaged in a project this way, when we engage our citizens this way, then you know that there's so much more ownership in it. And that is such a wonderful, inspiring thing. So I want to thank Jim Johnson, who came to me and was persistent. We kept going back with emails. Jim, have you gotten anywhere yet? Or, you know, I mean, have you talked to Jerry yet? Have we come back with something? Kept being persistent. I want to thank him for that. I want to thank Chris Lockard and Troy Hearn, John Deller, and Wendy Trimble. Wendy Trimble, who helped us all along the way, her company. You know, thanks so much, Wendy. And all the volunteers and the city employees who've made this happen. The trail is an enormous investment in quality of life, adding to Lexington's growing reputation as a place where we can live and work and enjoy ourselves, raise a family, and create this kind of inspired quality of life. Just the other day, in closing, I'll share with you all, just last week when the Bingham firm from Boston, the law firm that has 14 offices across the globe, decided on Lexington, announced its decision to locate its operations center in Lexington. One of the things that Tracy Whitley said about Lexington, she said when they examined 300 cities across the country and thinned it down to 30 and then 8, Keith, and then 3, she said there's one word that I use to describe Lexington, and that is optimistic. And this project today really expresses that optimism just over the top. So thank you all very much.
So I had an idea, talked to the Kimball board, and came and presented to Jim Gray. And essentially, what we offered was, we know the project's going to cost $150,000, and we know you can't build it. If you'll partner with us, a volunteer organization, we'll design the trail systems, we'll lay out the trail systems, we'll help you engage a local builder, which we knew to be PTP Outdoor Services, who will work a little bit less than industry standard for building a trail here in town, and we can get you built a trail for less than $30,000. Jim was excited about the idea. He liked the idea that we were going to do something different, that we were going to work outside the normal government systems. And he promoted to the Parks Department, and whenever we needed help, his office put a little pressure on the Parks Department to keep things moving, and we finished the trails a few months ago. And we've actually, the trails, I should say, the trails aren't just mountain biking trails. They're what we call human-powered activity trails. They're great for trail runners. Trail runners enjoy running the same kinds of trails that mountain bikers enjoy. And we've got 4 miles of really world-class trail in a very small area.
We understand that there are barriers to getting public projects built. Costs can be astronomical, projects get stuck in bureaucracy, but this trail at Veterans Park is a great example of a progressive mayor cutting through all the barriers to get it done in a very timely and cost-effective manner. And a big thank you to Jim Johnson for helping facilitate that process. Pedal the Planet formed the company. It's not PTP Outdoor Services, it's PTP Trails, but to build sustainable multi-use trails and build them inexpensively. We build trails following IMBA guidelines on trail construction, and here at Veterans Park, they have turned out fantastic. Pedal the Planet's happy to be part of helping build it and making a trail for everyone. PTP Trails lost money on Veterans Park, but we're happy to do it because this is where we ride with our own kids. This is our backyard, our community. PTP is glad to donate the Fix-It station here. These stations help pump up your tires. They have tools to fix your bike for easy things. There's a code like Jerry mentioned on it. You can scan it with your phone and it'll bring up instructions on a whole realm of different things that you can do to repair your bike. Thanks to the mayor for your ability to cut through the red tape and recognize that projects like this don't need to break the bank, but add so much to our community. Thanks to Kimbo for the volunteer hours spent on this trail, and thanks to the Park Department for supporting this project. Enjoy the trail.